Hey, Bobby Manning here. Welcome to the Garden Report. Celtics winners over the Kings 122-104 with a low-key dominant defensive effort against the second-best offense in the NBA. This was a battle of the two best offenses in the league. I talked to Mike Brown before this game about how things he was doing as Warriors assistant with those teams that changed the offense in the NBA forever. Translates into his new team here, the Kings, the Celtics, who are playing 5-out a lot of the time, ton of threes, jump shots, and pace, flying up and down the floor. You didn't really get that shootout game here tonight. You really saw these teams attacking waves, go on runs separately to take leads. Celtics to start, Kings to the middle portion, and then Celtics to close it. But you did see that pace getting up the floor. You saw bigs active, creating offense. Al Horford and Domantas Sabonis both able to do that. And Brown told me he can't even believe, despite coaching so much of this progression throughout the league over the last 10, 20 years, toward 110, 120 points in a game becoming the commonplace. It's a lot about versatile, bigger players, your Keegan Murrays, your Domantas Sabonises, Al Horfords, Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Browns. All those guys becoming ball handlers and creators, as well as skilled, versatile offensive players who can shoot. He thinks is the biggest reason that you're seeing teams like the Kings and the Celtics put up historic numbers to start this year. But Celtics, who had been lagging defensively, both these teams have a lot of work to do defensively through their hot offensive starts, found themselves, particularly midway through this game, piling up stops, switching more. You saw Al Horford going out to the perimeter. You saw Tatum, Grant picking up De'Aaron Fox at times. Even Sam Hauser got a stop at Fox at one point in this game. That makes you start to feel better about this defense. The final numbers, pretty good for the Celtics on the defensive end of the floor. Kings shoot just 41%, 25% from three. They're a team that took 25 free throw attempts as well. They mostly kept them out of that area of the game, despite some frustration through personal foul calls that have allowed Cornette and Pritchard to come in and lead a comeback win in this one. Cornette's rim protection, I thought, was a big help once he got inserted in that second half, so you were able to cut off a Kings offensive effort that led to 12 of 15 shooting inside the restricted zone area and just outside it in the paint in that second quarter, where the Kings dropped 40 points. One of the low points defensively that we've seen from the Celtics this year. So to see them respond from that, see them force 18 turnovers, use some of those plays, including a Brogdon steal on an entry pass to Sabonis, to get out in transition, get free throws, produce a great night for Jaylen Brown. Only, I believe, 1 or 2 turnovers for him in this game, along with 4 assists. He's starting to point himself in the right direction, playing with some more pace, trusting the ball handlers, and winning that ball control game through a little bit more defensive aggression, I think, is a message to Joe Mazzulla that, keep playing Luke Cornette, keep having him play those minutes of rim protection inside with a guy that prevents rim looks as good as anyone in the NBA. Last 3 games, don't really understand not playing him as much. Getting a fresher Horford in turn is going to help that group switch more, have him out on the perimeter guarding guys, and that's where this team's most disruptive, is when they're switching. And we saw that here tonight against the second best offense in the NBA. Really impressive win for the Celtics here. They're back at it against a great defense in Washington on Sunday that they beat earlier this year. But the Wizards have only grown since then. Beal getting more games under them. And Kristaps Porzingis quietly, top 6 player in the Raptor ratings this year. He's been great on defense for them, protecting the rim. So another interesting battle, another unique team for the Celtics to test themselves again. They're on a roll right now. Hard to imagine a team like the Wizards stopping this run that they're on. 122-104 over the Kings. Great defensive effort, one of their best in terms of points allowed this year. And they're continuing to climb up that defensive ladder after a rough start this year. We'll keep an eye on that here on CLNS Media. Subscribe at Celtics All Access and support our sponsors. com.com/Garden gets you 40% off a premium subscription, and athleticgreens.com/Garden gets you 5 free travel packs, as well as a year's supply of vitamin D when you try out their powder. Great stuff, great energy boost, all the nutrients, minerals, whole food sourced ingredients that you need. I'm Bobby Manning from the Garden. We'll see you back here on Sunday afternoon at 6.